Hey family, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this gown that you see on the screen. So if this is something you would like to see, please stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Um, so I am going to be cutting the back first because the gown I am working with, the back is not like the regular back that we used to do. The back is kind of inwards a little bit. So this is the back, and this 1 inch right here is for the zipper allowance. So I'm going to start my measurement from that 1 inch. So the shoulder measurement of my daughter divided by 2 is 5.5 inches. So I'm going to measure these 5.5 inches here. So I from that 5.5 inches, I'll go down by 1 inches. As we all know, our shoulder is not straight, so this is my 1 inches. So the width of the neck, I want it to be 3 inches. So I've measured 3 inches, and the depth I want it to be 2 inches because it is back, it is not front. So I'm going to make a curve. I just hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make a curve like this. See the curve that I'm making? That is the neck of that is the back neck. So from this my 1 inches, I'm just going to make a slant to meet the shoulder, to meet the neckline. So now from the up like this, my daughter's chest line is 5.5 inches. So I'll measure the 5.5 inches. Now from that from this my shoulder slope, I'm going to make a curve like this. I'm using freehand because I don't have any kind of ruler, but I hope I'm going to buy it soon by the special grace of God. So to get that back effect of our gown, I am just going to go in by 1 inches, or sorry, half inches all through. So when I'm sewing the dress, it's now, if I'm sewing the dress, the what is it called, when I sew it, it's going to I'm going to measure, sorry, when I'm sewing it, I mean plus allowance everything, so that is this half inches. So we've gotten this curve. Now the to get our circumferences of the chest, that is how wide we want the clothes to be. The measurement for my daughter's chest circumference is 22 inches. So divided by 4, it's going to be 5.5 inches. So I'm going to add like 1.5 inches allowance. So I'm going to measure it as 7 inches. Then the measurement of her waist is still 22 inches. That's 5.5. Now I'm going to measure that 5.5. Now to get our dart, we are going to divide our waist circumference into 4, which is 5.5. Then we divide it into 2 again, which is 2.5. So I've marked my 2.5 here. Now I'm going to mark half inches out and half inches in from the 2.5. Then from the chest line, I'm going to measure that same 2.5 inches. Then I'm just going to make a straight angle like this. Please, I just hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make a straight angle like this. That's going to serve as our dart line. So for this, my waist circumference, I've already measured my 5.5 inches. You remember we remove 1 inches here, so we'll add that 1 inches, which is 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches, 5.5 inches. We'll add that 1 inches. It's going to be 6.5 inches. Then we'll add 2 inches for allowance, which is 8 inches. Then we'll make that slant like this. So the next thing you're going to go ahead is to just cut on your lines. Now you can decide to cut this thing, and you can also leave it, but me, I like cutting my own so that I will not make any mistake when I am stitching. Like this, just cut it off. So this is the back. Now I'll go ahead and work on the front. Don't forget that the length we are using is 10 inches. This is because 1 inches is for hemming allowance. So now we'll still do the same thing. You can trace your back on your front, but I don't want to. I just want to cut it again. So you just do your 5.5 inches, come down by 1 inches. Then the width of the neck is 3 inches. Then the depth is not 2 inches, it's going to be 3 inches this time around, because the depth of the front is deeper than that of the back. Do your curve like this, then you go in like this. You measure your chest line, 5.5 inches, and you make your curve for your armhole. Make your curve for your armhole like this. Then you measure 7 inches, the same thing plus allowance that we have on this other side, 7 inches. Then you measure 8 inches here. Then you measure your 2.5 here. Then you go out by half inches and come in by half inches. You come here again and measure your 2.5. You go out by half inches. Sorry, you just connect the lines to get that angle, and you are done with this cutting. So you just cut on your lines. So after cutting, this is what we have for the back and the front. So the next thing you go ahead and do is to cut your lining. You cut your lining the same thing, then you use it to pipe the neck and also the hand, because the gown doesn't have a hand. So you pipe the neck first, then the hand. So after cutting the lining and you use the lining to pipe the neck, you are going to join the fabric right side facing each other, front and the back. Then you just make a straight stitch. Arrange it very well. Make, the back is shorter than the front. So when you are piping, when you want to sew it like this, you arrange it. Make sure the middle, make sure you use this, as you see the way it is like this, then you go and stitch it. So when you stitch, this is what it looks like. So you turn the fabric right sides facing each other again, then you sew the armhole. That is how to have a neat armhole. That's how to make your armhole neat. So you just stitch it straight. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. I do not take you for granted. God bless you. And I love you very much. So after stitching, this is what you will have. Make sure you make your notches so that it will be easy to turn it, so that it will not have any folding. When just make your notches sharp. So then you turn it inside out. You turn it from the front side like this. You just push it inside like this. Push it, push it. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever we post a new videos. So when you remove it, this is how neat it is. If you have light, you can iron, but me, we don't have light, so I just had to be managing and just be doing the dress like that. So the next thing I'll go ahead and do right now is to work on the darts. So you can just cut off the lining so that the darts will be visible for you to see. Like this, the way you see, I'm just trying to cut, so that now when you are stitching on the darts, please just stitch close to the edge. You've already cut it off, so there's no point stitching plenty stitches. So you just stitch it, at least maybe half centimeter is enough on all the 4 sides. So when you're done stitching, this is how it looks like. So the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to make notch on the front, then you fix your flay. So guys, the video on how I cut this flay is available on the channel. I'm going to put the link in the description box of this tutorial, so you can just go and watch that tutorial, so that you will see how I made this flay. It is a very, very simple design and a well detailed flay. So after attaching your flay, right side facing each other, and you stitch it, the next thing to do is to join the back together, so that you'll be able to put your zipper. So what I'm doing right here is I am using the zipper to measure the amount of fabric I am going to sew, because I want the gown to use. As you can see, the gown that I am working with, the zip is long up to it passes the girl's waist. So that's how I want it to be. So I'm using a very big zip, and I'm using it to measure. So the remaining parts are going to be open. I'll just stitch it So when I stitch it, then I'm going to put my zipper. Please note that when you want to put the flay, make sure you leave excess in front where the zip will be, so that you will be able to fold it in. I just hope you understand what I mean. If you don't understand, just keep watching. I will show you in the video. Yes, this is what I mean. Sure, you see that the place is much. Let me show you now. You see, it's much. So you just use it to fold it in. You just put it and just be watching. So when you're done, this is how neat it is. You can see that you're not even seeing the zip because I overlap the fabric on top. Now the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to sew on the sides. Well, we added 2 inches allowance, and all this thing that we've done at least 1 inch. So you just go and sew the other edge, then you pipe the bottom. So this is how it turned out. I realized that that half inch I removed for that side was not wide enough. So I'll advise, if you want to do your own, you can, make 1 inch or 1.5 inches. As you can see, the gown is full. I did not put lining. I did when I put lining, it would have been fuller than this. So guys, you can put lining on your own if you want it to be bulky. So having said all this, and I hope you understand the tutorial, if you have any question, please ask me. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time on my next video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and also share the video. Bye.